OBS Studio is probably the most famous piece of software that you can use for video recording and live streaming. It is available for Windows, Mac, and Linux, of course. But perhaps the most amazing thing about this marvelous free software is that you can make this work on outdated hardware, like 10-year-old hardware or older, running Windows 11. I know because I do it all the time. Let's take a look. Alright, so for this example, I have OBS Studio installed on a Lenovo H405, I do believe. This PC is approximately 11 years old. I was able to get Windows 11 installed. Yes, it runs faster than Windows 10, and it seems to work okay. So let's take a look at the auto configuration wizard, and let's see if we can make this work. So what I'm looking for here is optimizing for streaming, not necessarily for recording. Now you can optimize this for recording and not streaming and so on. But for this example, I want to optimize this as best I can for streaming. So my current setting is a 1920 by 1080, of course, for HD streaming and recording. You can choose between 60 or 30 FPS. For this example, I'm letting it prefer 60 frames per second when possible. Although nowadays you really don't need the 60, 30, or even 24 is perfectly fine. Alright, so I'm looking for the stream information for YouTube. Estimate bitrate with bandwidth test. I need to grab the stream key. Alright, so it says here performing a bandwidth test. This may take a few minutes. Actually, it didn't take that long at all, even with this outdated hardware. And I'm running Comcast, which is pretty fast. It's fairly reliable where I live here in Ohio. So this first part is 100% done. So it's executing a set of tests to estimate the ideal settings. Now you may not agree with the ideal settings. I did not. I was able to tweak it. Alright, so it's testing the stream encoder. Again, it's moving along at a nice fast clip. Alright, almost done. And I'll show you the results here in a second. I was not happy with the results, but I'll show you what I did, how to tweak this. That seems to work for me. Alright, so this wizard recommends a video bitrate of 1350. That's horrible. It's using the streaming encoder of X264 is fine. The recording quality is same as the stream. The base resolution is 1920 by 1080, but because of my older hardware, it downscales it. Resolution to 640 by 360. Now, if you're doing a podcast format, no camera, I guess that's okay. I don't like to go anything below 720. Personally, I suppose if I was doing a podcast format, maybe 480 resolution is okay, but this is really low. FPS is good at 60, but what's the point of it? So let's tweak this. This is what I've done to tweak this particular machine. Now, your computer settings may vary. So what I'm using here may not work for you, but you can experiment. Alright, so let's go here. What I did here, you can go into a simple or advanced mode to change the video bitrate. I started going simple, but let's go ahead and go into the advanced mode here. Alright, so for streaming, I like to do rate control CBR and approximately 2500 KBS. Again, I'm trying to take the stress off of the computer, off the processor, so it doesn't buffer when you're watching or listening on YouTube. Again, we're going to change this here for the base canvas resolution. I wanted to go to into 720, so 1280 by 720 for the base, and the output scale resolution will be the same, and my FPS will stick with 24. Now, another tip here on your computer, you may want to have the native resolution on your Windows also down from 1080p, which may help take pressure off the processor. And that's it. That's what I did to make this work. Again, you will have to experiment with this. Are you running a webcam, two webcams, no webcam? But this works for me so far in an outdated testing machine. Try it out and let me know how it works for you.